Hello my friends, my name is Nin. I am a yoga and Pilates instructor. Welcome to this yoga for breastfeeding class. This class is great if you're sore and aching from hunching over. The aim of the class is to strengthen and stretch those muscles that are used a lot when breastfeeding. Equipment you'll need at this stage is a strap and a mat, and it's a 15-minute class, which is perfect for if you're busy with a baby. So let's begin. Sitting cross-legged, grab hold of your strap. Now bringing the strap forward in front of you, we're going to hold each side of the strap and just bringing the strap up and over our heads as far back as we can go, and then bringing it down again, just really opening up those shoulder blades. Once you've done that, bring the strap over, firstly to the right hand side, and look up towards the left. Bringing then to the center and taking that to the other side. And then coming back to center, bring the strap into your right hand, up over your head, bending the right elbow, and we'll take a cow face pose. So bringing the left arm up to meet the right hand, and if you see on the screen, I'm just going to demonstrate how that should look. This is an amazing pose to open up the breast plates and reverse the effects of hunching forward. You may be able to reach with both hands and clasp, but if not, just use a strap. Then once you're done, gently release, and we'll take that over to the other side, bringing the left arm up above you, and then bending the left elbow and bending the right arm, and try and meet the left and right hand. This may be completely different on one side to the next. Take a breath in and exhale, and then releasing. And then coming back to center, just placing the strap to the side. We'll just take a few neck stretches here. So bringing yourself back into cross-legged lotus pose. Straighten up the spine, and then let the right ear fall over to one side towards the right shoulder. And then if you like, just adding a little bit of pressure on there. Bringing the right arm over the head, meeting the left ear. And then releasing, rolling the neck around towards the left hand side, and then bringing the left arm over to meet the right ear. And then come back to center, sitting up straight and just interlacing the fingers behind you, opening up the chest. Lifting the chin if you can, and take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Once you're done, release the fingers, and we'll make our way into a tabletop pose. So just making sure that the hips align, The knees should fall under the hips. And opening up your fingers. Just take a breath here to find your center. And now inhaling, arch the spine, bringing the tailbone in, letting the head fall. And then exhale, bringing the abdominals down, lifting the tailbone and opening up the chest. This might feel a little bit delicate in the early days, so just take your time here and don't overextend. Just repeat that 3 times. And now come back to center. We're going to take a really nice pose called thread the needle. So coming back into our tabletop pose. Inhale, lifting up the right arm up to the sky, and then threading it under the left armpit on the ground, bringing the right ear to the mat. And just opening up the shoulder blades here again. If you like, maybe walk out the left hand as well. Two more breaths here. Once you're done, slowly climb back into tabletop pose, and we'll take that to the other side. So just find your center again here. Inhale, lifting up the left arm this time. And then threading through under the right armpit, lifting the left ear meet the ground. Again, optional to walk out your right arm. Another wonderful shoulder blade opener. And then once you're done, come back to center. And we're going to take a pose called puppy pose now. So stretching out that upper back. And walking forward with your hands on the floor as far as you can, but keeping your hips above your knees, and feel that lovely, wonderful, nurturing stretch. Maybe your forehead can kiss the mat here. And maybe if you wish to take this further, you can bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra and bend your elbows. A great opener for the pecs. Breathe in 3 times. Once you're done, come back into tabletop and we'll take our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under and push up, and just check your alignment here. Check your biceps are in line with your ears. And you might be able to pedal out, let your ankles touch the ground. Stretch out that calf muscle on each leg and really stretch, opening up the back. Pressing down through the palms. Bring your sternum towards the thighs. Inhale, bringing your bum right up to the sky, and then release. Walking it out, wiggling around side to side. And now we're going to bring the right foot in between our palms. Bending the right knee, we're going to come into a warrior one pose. Just bring the arms up above you. And check that the hips are both facing the front of the mat, trying to bring the left hip forward and the right hip back, bending into your right knee so that your knee is above your right ankle. And inhale, exhale. And now opening up the palms into a cactus pose, so bringing the elbows down beside you. Opening up the chest again, bringing those shoulder blades together. And then exhale, bringing the palms up. And then exhale. And then bringing the hands over your head, back down to the mat into a lunge pose. And we'll return to our downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, just note the difference between both sides. Take a breath here. Check your alignment. And now bring your left foot in between your palms. Bending the left knee and come up into warrior one again. So bringing the palms up over your head, align your ears with your triceps. And then opening up into a cactus pose. And then returning up. And repeat this 2 more times. Just check that your hips are both facing the front of the mat, and this time bringing your right hip forward and your left hip back. Beautiful. Now come to the front of your mat and stretch up as high as you can. And we'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. So come to the center of your mat, opening your legs as wide as you can, maybe pigeon-toeing your feet slightly. Inhale, bring your hands towards your waist. Support. Inhale, stretching up, and then slowly bending forward as far as you can. And then bringing your hands down to the mat. And we'll just stay here for 3 breaths. This is a wonderful pose for the hamstrings, which support the lower back, which can also get very tense and tight when you're hunched over. And then, as you exhale, I'd like you to bend over slightly onto your right knee, and we'll come down into a skandasana, or a variation as far as you can go. This is a wonderful hip opener. You might want to prop open your right knee with your right elbow here, and then return to center and perform the same onto the left hand side. Opening up the hips. Then come back to center, returning to our forward fold. Inhale, lifting up the left arm up above you, and look up. Bringing the arm down, and then lifting up the other arm. And then slowly heel toe with your feet back to center. And we're now going to come down onto the mat. So here, I'm going to take a happy baby pose. Bringing the knees in towards the chest. Flexing the feet out, grabbing hold of the feet, and then opening up the legs, pushing through the heels. We'll bring our knees towards our armpits and just rock here from side to side. Another wonderful stretch, and it helps massage the lower back, an area which will feel a lot of tension when breastfeeding. If you like, an option is to straighten out your legs. Once you're done, bringing your knees together, bring the arms down now, beside you into a T shape, and then let your legs fall over to the left hand side. We'll take a twisted roots pose. Looking out over your right shoulder now. This is a wonderful and nurturing stretch for the spine, keeping it healthy and strengthened. Inhale now, and let your legs come back to center, and then dropping out to the right and looking out over your left shoulder. Take an inhale and an exhale. And then coming back to center. Going to return now to cross-legged pose, lotus pose, where we began. Bring the hands to our heart. Take a deep inhale and then an exhale. Then bringing the arms up above you, bring the palms together and then bring them down to the heart. Repeating that again. And we'll bow and say namaste. Thank you for joining me on my yoga for breastfeeding class today. I hope you got what you needed from this class. If you like what you saw, there are many other postnatal and prenatal classes available on my channel. I hope to see you again on the mat soon. And don't forget to subscribe if you can. Thank you very much. I wish you all my love and light. Namaste.